What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are doing great. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. With that said, I do have another mod for you guys. I actually have another car mod, another car sound mod, kind of, pretty much. It's around that area. But this is a Turbofix mod, at least that's what they're calling it. Alright, this mod, pretty much, you can customize your turbo to the T. You can customize your turbo and so much more than just turning it on and turning it off. This mod is pretty sweet, as it affects more than just turbo. It also affects like your backfire. It spits out fire when you're driving. It makes burbles and pops and all this cool stuff. So if you guys are into that kind of stuff, you guys are in the right video. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are into GTA 5 content. And how do you guys like the new graphics? I recently just got an RTX 3070, upgraded from my 1070, which I think is much needed graphics card. So hopefully I can bring you guys some more visual mods now that I'm actually have the, I can actually do it now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and let's get in my C8, guys. So this is my car right now, and let me show you a couple things. So first of all, to access the menu, you need to hit the little squiggly sign. So it's on the keyboard. It's next to the number 1 on the normal keyboard, above the tab key, right below the escape key. So it's that little squiggly line. I'm not too sure what it's called, and I'll post a little. I'll show you on the screen what I'm looking for. So once you press that, and you might need to click your mouse somewhere so it can actually register it. So hit that button, and then once you get the cheat code menu text box, go ahead and enter in Turbofix, all one word, all lowercase, hit enter, and then you get this menu. You get this Turbofix menu, and pretty much to start off, it allows you to enable it. By enabling it, it even gives you like a little description of which every little custom, every button does. So here it says enable or disable the entire script. So this is just to turn on the mod, turn it off, and then here you have the, here's where you actually edit the turbo. This is what I meant by editing the turbo to the T. You can literally customize how you want the turbo to react. Here you have config, so I think you can actually save your configurations, and then they'll appear here, and then here it'll reload, and then we're not really going to touch this. That's more for the developer. But what we do want to customize is if you go to active config, here you have more options, right? So here we have the turbo install, which pretty much what this does is the same thing as if you were to go to Los Angeles Customs and buy the turbo. That's pretty much what this is. So it just installs the turbo if you don't have it on already. You do have the RPM spool start, and again, I'm not too I don't know too much about how turbos work. Now I have an idea, but I don't really know too much. But luckily, like I said earlier, they do have like a little description of what it does. So here's just at what RPM the turbo starts building boost. So I guess it's pretty straightforward, right? So I guess at this RPM, this is when it starts building boost. So here it says it's 0.2 RPM is idle, so the earlier the earlier it'll build the boost. The spool end at what RPM the turbo boost is maximal. 1 RPM is the rev limit. Minimum boost, we got max boost, and I have it. These are settings I've been messing with. I guess I might still have to play around with it a little bit to see, but this makes the car pretty dang fast. The spool rate, how fast the turbo spools up, and then it gives you some more descriptions. And then unspool, so how fast the turbo slows down, calculation the same as above. So again, just play with this, have fun with it, customize it, see what you like, see what you don't like. And if you finally see something that you like, you can just save the configuration. If you scroll down, so right, if you want to save this, it'll just say save changes at the bottom. And then here you have the anti-lag. So anti-lag is pretty much what you want to really mess with, or I guess if you want the backfire. So right now it's enabled, so let me show you what this does. So pretty much as soon as you accelerate, or it'll start popping and all these burbles and everything. So it is pretty sweet. I do like that. Let's see. So if I disable it, nothing happens. So the turbo effect is there, but not the actual backfires. So that's pretty much what that does. So if I re-enable it, I have the backfires again. And then the effects, I think the effect what this does is the actual fire. Yeah. So I'm not too sure what the difference is between enable and the effects, because I don't know. Yeah, because it's not popping, but if I turn it on, it'll be back, along with the sound, along with the fire. And then the period, again, this gives you a little description again, guys. So this is my settings right now. This is kind of what I like. So if you guys like how often they pop in the burble, feel free to copy these settings, take a little screenshot, take a picture with your phone or something, so it's not too much, but it's like just enough. It's like it's not too much. By too much, I say it's not too much to the point where it's kind of annoying, where it just pops and pops and pops. Because when you first get it, it pops a lot. Like, hold on, let me show you. I don't even know what the original settings were, but it's like a lot. So I think it's up in the 500s. So let me give you a little. Let me show you a little bit. See, so you can kind of mess with the fire. So now, you see now it's more like flashing, and I think the on throttle interval. So I think the less I put the interval, the more like often the sound. Watch. Oh, sorry, I gotta turn it on here. There you go. So now if you turn the off throttle loud, it'll keep popping and popping and popping and popping, which is kind of cool, but it might get a little annoying in my opinion. So let's see. So I think the less you put it, the more often. Yeah. So if the more and then the higher the off throttle loud interval, the less often. So let's see. If I go off the throttle, it still pops, but it doesn't pop as often. And then let's say let's put it down to like. See, you can already tell the difference, guys. It's just popping and popping and popping and popping. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. You know, if you guys like that, then that's all for you. And then yeah. So I guess the off throttle loud affects the sound when your foot is off the throttle, right? When you're not accelerating. And then this is more like the fire right here, right? So and then yeah, because if you turn this off, I feel like I'm all over the place right now. But this thing is just. There's a lot to do with this mod, so yeah. But this is pretty much when you let go off the throttle, it'll pop right away instantly. You see? Yeah. And then the off throttle keeps it popping. So, and then I do have the volume at 0.25 because I think it starts off at like 0.5 and it's a little loud for me. And then you can turn it off, no sound, default, etc. And then once you're done, guys, go back to save. Make sure you save that again because that menu doesn't save automatically. You do have to hit save changes. And that's pretty much it, guys, for the most part. And there's some more stuff here too. There's a lot of settings, like I said, but it's definitely fun to play with. I'm definitely gonna play around with it. So if you guys want to see, a different part 2 or something more in depth, let me know. But with that said, I'm just gonna show you guys how to actually install this mod, and then I'll be right with you guys. Alright guys, welcome back. So this is the mod. It's called Turbofix 2, and it's pretty much what I just showed you guys. Sorry, there's a couple of videos of what I just showed you. So let's go ahead and click download, guys. And this mod luckily is pretty simple to install. Just make sure you do have SCRIPTHOOKV, do have SCRIPTHOOKDOTNET, OPENIV, and the ASI, right? The ASI tools that you need to install when you install OPENIV. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I do have a SCRIPTHOOKV tutorial along with the OPENIV tutorial. So let's go ahead and open up the mod. But that's pretty much all I have installed in my game, and it works for me, so it should work for you too. And I do have a graphics mod, so that's why my game looks a little different. It might look a little bit different than yours. So I do have Redux, so if you guys want to see a tutorial on that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do so for you guys. So let's go ahead and open up OPENIV. So once you open up OPENIV, guys, and then you get the mod, right? So this is the mod that I just downloaded, right? This is the turbo mod. Go ahead and extract it. Make sure you do extract it, guys, because if you don't, it won't work. You can just leave the location the same and make sure you have this checkbox checked. It'll say show extracted files when complete. Pretty much what this does, once you hit extract, it'll open up a new window with the extracted files instead of the unextracted files. There you go. See, extracted files, unextracted files. All right, let's close this out. And let's go back to, let's close this out too because this is unextracted. Let's close this out. Yeah, I was playing with a bunch of mods earlier, guys. I'm trying to see what I can bring to the table for you. So alright, let's bring it back. Here it is. So here is a turbo mod, guys. Let's go and bring up OPENIV. Alright, so you have 4 files in here, guys. So you got the Turbofix folder, the irclang.dll, and the Turbofix.asi. So what you're gonna want to do is OPENIV, right? Make sure you are in edit mode. Hit edit mode, click yes, and then this is what you're gonna drag. So you're literally just gonna drag 3 files onto the main directory of GT5. So let's start with Turbofix. So go ahead and drag and drop Turbofix. Just drag it up in any open space here, guys. You don't want it to go in any folder, just any open space like how I'm doing right here. So there you go. Alright, 1 done. Now go ahead and transfer the irclang. There we go. And then let's go ahead and transfer over the Turbofix.asi. There you go, boom, done. The mod is installed, guys. Again, to activate it or to get the menu, you hit the little squiggly sign. I'm not too sure what it's called, but it's right below the escape key, next to the 1 on the keyboard, and right above the tab key on your keyboard. So once you hit that, and then enter in Turbofix in the little text box, right? Turbofix, all lowercase, no spaces, and then you should get the menu that I just showed you guys. That's pretty much it, guys. Again, these files would kind of just spread wherever they are. Everything is pretty much, you know, in categorized. We got log files here, dynamic, so whatever it is, it'll kind of just fall into place. So all the files won't be in the same exact spot. Like here's the Turbofix folders at the very top, and then the DLL, right, the IR client should be in the dynamic link library, and here it is at the very bottom. And then along with the ASI, it's gonna be the ASI, which is gonna be right here. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Let me know what you guys think. Yes, have any suggestions, keep bringing them down. I am jotting down all suggestions. I do read my comments, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Right, take care.